December of last year, I was on a call with my shamanic warrior sister, Diane. I had been telling her about something frustrating, a local interaction where I hadn't been understood, where I had felt small and powerless. And then I stopped myself because the week before I realized I had been telling her the exact opposite story, an interaction that had gone beautifully, powerfully, where I had felt capable and clear and completely myself, where I had felt powerful. And sitting in the contrast of those two experiences, something dropped in. I want to feel that way in everything, in every area of my life. And I looked at her and said, I have my word for 2026 and my intent. That moment was not a mental decision. It was a bodily recognition. The intent was already alive in me. The word just named what was already there. And that distinction between intent as a mental decision and intent as an energetic claiming is what I want to talk about today. Hi, I'm Renee. This is Renee Genet, and this video is part of a series of videos called My Powerful Year. You see, that word that I claimed for this year was the word powerful, with that intention of living in my power in all areas of my life throughout the year. And I am documenting this as I work through each thing that comes up in my week-to-week life, that where I'm presented with these challenges of how to stay in my power and what to learn from it. And so if you are also interested in living in your personal power, I hope you will like and subscribe and decide to follow along. I'd love to hear how you're doing in the comments below. Otherwise, like and subscribe anyway. All right. So today we're going to talk about intent. More to come. Okay, let's talk about the two levels of intent. The first level being mental intent. This is the intent most of us are familiar with. The conscious decision, the goal is set, the resolution made, the word chosen for the year. I decided to focus on power. I analyzed what that meant. I directed my attention and resources toward building my own power in all areas of my life: thinking, analysis, decision, new focus. Done. That is mental intent. This is real and it matters. Mental intent gives you direction, gives you focus. It's the destination entered into your GPS. Without it, you're just wandering. But on its own, it has a ceiling because the mind operates in the known. It can only work with what it already understands. And the changes we most deeply want to make, the ones that would actually transform our lives, often live beyond what the mind alone can reach, in the unknown. The second level of intent is the energetic intent. This is something different entirely. When I set my intent to live in my power in all areas of my life, when I felt that dropping in through my whole body in that moment with my friend Diane, I wasn't just making a decision. I was sending a signal, an energetic signature out into the universe, like a wave rippling outward from the center of who I am, putting the entire field of possibility on notice. This is what I am claiming. This is what I am becoming. This is who I am becoming. This is the frequency I am living in now. The universe doesn't respond to decisions. It responds to frequencies. An energetic intent is how you change your frequency. Let's talk about the difference between these two levels of intent in practice. So, mental intent says, I want to be powerful. Energetic intent says, I am powerful right now, in this body, in this moment, regardless of the frustrating interactions last week, and regardless of whether anyone around me can see it yet. Mental intent plans the path to the destination. Energetic intent inhabits the destination before the path is complete. And here's what I've experienced this year. When you set a genuine energetic intent, the universe begins reorganizing around it. Not because of magic, but because you are genuinely operating from a different frequency. You notice different things. You make different choices. You attract different people and different experiences. You stop tolerating what contradicts the intent because it feels genuinely wrong somehow in your body, rather than just intellectually undesirable. The intent becomes the filter through which everything in your experience passes. How do we set energetic intent? It doesn't require ceremony or ritual, though those can help. It requires three things. First, clarity. You have to know what you're claiming, not vaguely, specifically. Not, I want to feel better, but I am claiming my power in every area of my life. Second, feeling it in your body. This is where the energetic signature is generated. Not thinking about the intent, but feeling into it. What would it feel like to feel powerful in every area of my life? What does it feel like in my body to be powerful? Let that feeling be real right now, even for just a moment. Third, living as if the intent is already active, because it is. The moment you set the energetic intent, you have changed your frequency. The evidence will follow, but the living comes first. Let's talk about the proof. I think about 43 videos into the My Powerful Year series, or all of my videos. There's probably 30 of them in this series. I have reclaimed my financial power. I have named my real work and begun living it. I have rebuilt my relationship with my body. I have begun dreaming again after years of stopping dreaming. I have begun guiding individual clients as a part of my new work. I've begun finding where I want to put down deeper roots in France. None of this was on a plan in December, but all of it was inside that intent, that energetic signature that I sent out when I claimed being powerful. That's what energetic intent does. It doesn't give you a roadmap, it gives you a frequency. And everything that belongs to that frequency begins to find its way to you. Okay, let's close out with a couple of questions for you to take to your favorite journal, your favorite pondering time. Is there an area of your life where you have set mental intent, but have not yet felt the energetic claiming underneath it? What would it feel like in your body to already be living the change you most want to make? Not someday, but right now. What frequency are you actually living from today? And is that frequency aligned with what you say you want? If it isn't, there's work to be done. Okay, I'll leave it there today. I truly hope you are all well and cared for. And until next time, a bientôt.